Good morning to all of you, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sudarshana Starshine Star. Where I am, it's a beautiful, glorious morning. It's a lovely Monday, June 16th, 2025. I just finished doing very early morning prayers and working with the beautiful light of the early morning sun. And I just felt to do an impromptu message here. I'm outside, so there's some outside noises, and hopefully you can hear the birds chirping. That's a beautiful sound. I begin all of my clips with the 3 opening prayers in Sanskrit and Telugu, and I do this to bless, uplift, purify, and sanctify you, me, and this clip. They are short. They are the Guru Mantra, the Ganesha Mantra, and the Gayatri Mantra. Om, Om, Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam, Tasmahi Sri Guruve Namaha. Om Suklam Bharataram Vishnum, Sashivarnam Chatubhujam, Prasanavaranam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Bhurabhuva Suvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhako Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Wonderful. I have a YouTube channel called It's the Dazzling of the Light, or just go to YouTube and type in @Sudarshana Starshine Star. I have about 230 clips there now. They're very interesting on a variety of topics, and I think you'd enjoy it. Why not check it out? Why not join it? And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Well, I was finishing up my beautiful exchange and communion with the sky and the sun this morning. I just felt to give this short message. Often on my social media, I am sharing spiritual things and also a lot of things to help people to understand about what has really been going on in this world, what's really been allowed to run this world in a big way, because we have to understand that. Without understanding that, we will keep, like I say, keep mistaking angels for demons and demons for angels. We have to have enough of the knowledge of all kinds in a 360 way. Even though there's, from my point of view, there's nothing really secular, because everything, of course, is a creation of Mother, Father, God. But let's just say the 360 way of the spiritual and the secular. We have to have that. We've got to have both. What I really felt to say is I was thinking about how many people, and I know that even if they won't admit it, that it comes from fear. And yes, it can be unconscious fear, but this feeling of needing to control. And yes, as humans, oftentimes we have a lot of that, right? We do have that. It's like trying to have a feeling of stability and security and safety by believing that we can control so much that we really can't control. But rather than to throw you in kind of a whirlpool of saying, okay, then I guess I'm more helpless than I thought. What can I do then? If I don't like things in my life, or I want to shift things, I just have to suck it up. No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's pretty amazing to me how many people just want to try to plaster down this earth realm and keep trying to fit everything within that tiny box of logic and reason, and really shutting out possibility and magic and power and grace. This earth realm was created by Mother, Father, God. Yes, there's duality here. There's dark and light. There's choice between dark and light. And we all have a mixture of that within ourselves. Different recipes for each soul, and the karmas that we're carrying, and the choices that we make, and the experiences that we've had. But I just want to suggest to you, remember the magic. Look at the possibility. It's all around us all the time. Do you know that before any problem was created, the solution was created, and more than one solution? Isn't that amazing to know that? And it's only when we keep ignoring the solution and kind of not taking it in, like kind of a good medicine, that then the problem appears. The problem appears afterwards. And I take that to the micro and the macro. That's got to be really a true definition of when we're ignoring what we truly are and living as divine sparks of Mother, Father, God, and really in touch with that. Then so many problems come up for us because we're not tapping into our true source, and we're just trying to get solutions and get help from like little tiny pools, let's say, if I'm using this metaphor, like little tiny pools of substance or water or liquid or whatever you can imagine in there, that maybe they're just only a few inches deep and they don't really quench a thirst and they don't really cleanse anything, and it's not really a good solution. But we keep trying that because we have forgotten about the infinite, let's say the infinite pool of source that we can access. And that's our birthright. So in conclusion, it really helps to go out in nature. It really, really helps. Even if you live in a city, there's some nature around. Even if you say, no, there's no nature around me, there's got to be some big trees. Just going and sitting under a tree or leaning against it or standing underneath it. And there's got to be birds around. If there are trees, there are birds around. And I bet you can find some flowers that are waving in the breeze. I bet you can touch some kind of nature. It's amazing what that contact will do. How it helps to, really helps us to get a restorative experience and get a little more balance and a lot more joy and more trust and more happiness and more peace. Do you see the birds just freaking out, going around saying, where's my next food coming from? I don't know what's going to happen to me. I'm very worried. They don't do that, but somehow they get their worms or they get their food that they need. And you can look at nature and see that. And we are part of that, most definitely. So it's just been such a shadow play that we have to believe that we are so cut off and that we are so left out, and we have to keep hard scrabble just to, survive. The times that we're going into now, we're still in the cleaning times of a lot of darkness. There's a lot of amazing shift happening, but we're going into the times that are more aligned with what we truly are, and these are glorious times. So remember that. Just remember that. Just take a small baby step towards that. You don't have to have a full realization about it, but there's possibility and magic and things that are all around you that our human eyes do not perceive. For most people, that our physical eyes do not perceive them, but they're there. There are wondrous, wondrous things all around you, including you. You're the most wondrous thing. You are a wonderful creation, and you are magnificent. I'm going to close this with the closing prayer, which is in Sanskrit and Telugu. And what I'm saying is, God bless all beings in all worlds. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yes, peace, peace, peace. Have a very beautiful day or evening or afternoon, wherever you are, with your wonderful self. And I'm sending you and yours much love and big hugs. God bless you and yours. I'll see you when I see you, and bye-bye for now.